points in the game.
What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Finds the tight end. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And the quarterback brought up here and sacked at the 12.
Coaches talk about third downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Wolverines! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Makes the grab outside. It's Anderson.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. That's caught. It's Anderson. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed.
Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sweet feet buy a little time.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to fire. Grabbed on the outside, it's McCulley. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Toss to the outside. Got the 1st down and more. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Wolverines are on the move. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Right on the money. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Off play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's loose. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. And the Wolverines have a 1st down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Floating away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Steps away to find some room. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, that's one on 3rd down. The quarterback and his target just had to have a little better timing. That ball had to come out a split hair sooner. As a result, though, being late, it gets swatted down, and now we've got 4th.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They want to throw it. Looking to scramble. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And that is not what he had in mind as he steps out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked 1st down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Got a man, it's Brown. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They're scrambling to get to the line quickly for this big 4th down attempt. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. And the Tigers have enough for the 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Durham. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Just enough time to get off one more snap. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Klein.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball, close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Moving out of the pocket. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
The Wolverines want to move quickly. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gets rid of it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. LSU now operating in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense is.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up, first drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking.
There he goes! Smacks him with the stiff arm. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Using his legs, it's Haynes. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That's caught. It's McCulley. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, looking to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he got loose. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Might be looking to run. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Now adjusting. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The throw. They're working that left side. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Biggest kicks of this game. With this one, they can vault into the lead. It's good. And now they regain the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead, they just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top.
Oh, out of space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Moving away from pressure. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Setting up the screen. He breaks a tackle. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Simpson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Finds his tight end. And he'll be brought down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Simpson. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job.
And he can't find anyone. one, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now improvising. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And the Wolverines need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He'll throw it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the defense came into this game with a great game plan, and today they have been challenged, and they have answered that challenge. That was phenomenal coverage, reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the ball. You cannot do it any better than that.
Lost to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Objective one, get the first down, stop the clock. Nice job. Now get up to the line quickly. Try to save a timeout if we can.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
He'll pull it down and run. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. So now it's second and long. Here's the handoff. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. Absolute shank. Missed it. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Moves around to clear up the vision. Looking down the left side. Catch inside the 25. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams